really think about this, Insider, your life is a reflection of the decisions you've made. And that's why if you want to get to that next level in your life, you've got to get great at decision making. And it's for this reason today I want to share with you 3 powerful strategies you can use to make decisions with confidence. Now, just before I reveal the 3 strategies, Insider, I want to mention that in 12 days time, I'll be basically releasing the first ever book for Success Insider, 1 year in the making, and here we are. And by getting involved with our launch event, which is going to be a virtual online event, when you grab a copy over on Amazon, it will be on the launch date. It will only be for around $1 to $1.50, depending on whereabouts you are based in America or whereabouts you're based in the world. Now, not only will you get it for that investment, but you'll also be able to claim free gifts, launch event gifts worth over $419, which will include the audiobook, which I had to sit in a studio for 8 hours for. And then also you get to join us for the launch virtual event where there'll be a Q&A and so forth. It'll be really, really cool. So if you want to get involved with us, all you have to do is follow the link above or go directly to link here. It'd be great to see you there, and thank you for firstly just getting us to this stage. I never thought I'll ever publish a book. Anyhow, let's talk about the 3 things that you can do to make better decisions in your life. Now, the final decision I'm going to be revealing is going to require an open mind, but trust me through this process. It's going to be a bit of a weird one, but I want you to always remember that you've got to be humble in terms of your knowing. So without further ado, let's go on to the first strategy. The first strategy is set a deadline. You see, the worst thing you can ever do when it comes to decision making is to fall into the trap of analysis paralysis. The more you keep on thinking about things, the more you begin to just put yourself into this cave. For those of you who suffer from anxiety, kind of like my background, you know what I mean. You begin to think about every possible options, every possible outcome, and you begin to dread on it, and you begin to sleep on it every single night, and you're not getting rest because of that. You always find the more you just keep on getting yourself into this trap, the more likelihood you'll make a bad decision. Why? Because when you're emotionally charged, when your emotions are high, your intelligence tends to be low. And that's why firstly, I would always advise you to never make a decision late into the evening. You see, throughout the day you've made a lot of decisions and you're getting to a stage that's called the decision fatigue stage. And you don't want to make an important decision at the end of the day. You want to make an important decision after your morning routine, when your emotions are very calm, when your logical brain and your intuition is at its highest. Then you can think about what's the best decision to make in that moment and set a deadline for when that decision has to be made. That's the first point. The second point is think about your long-term alignment. You see, we are emotional creatures as human beings, and we are always looking to make decisions based upon something that will benefit us in the short term. Successful people, on the other hand, have mastered what's called emotional intelligence. They understand that we are emotional creatures. They understand that our emotions tend to be high sometimes, so our intelligence is low. So what successful people look at is what's the long-term implications of the decisions that's on the table. So look at all of the decisions you're looking to make. And you want to think about, if I was to take action on either one of these decisions, what would be the result on a scale 1 to 10 that I would rate myself in terms of, let's say, the long-term happiness levels? If I was to take action on this option, what would you rate that on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? How about in terms of your values? What's the most important thing to you in your life? If that's family, think about, would you be happy with that decision long-term if you were to take action on it in terms of being able to spend time with your family? Now, the third thing you should take into account is in regards to overall fulfillment. As after all, if you achieve success but you don't feel fulfilled, well, as Tony once said, that's the ultimate failure. So you want to ask yourself this question: if I take action on this, do I end up growing as a result in regards to the long term? Will it test me enough every single day? I find so many people, they get into their so-called dream career. The only reason why they get to the top and they want to quit is because they stop growing. They feel like they're lacking, they're stagnating. And that's why they want to quit their job that they really wanted as a child. So you want to make sure the decision you're going to make is going to grow you. So after you've asked yourself that and rated on a scale 1 to 10, here's something to consider. Add up all of the points and do that for all the other decisions. And at the end of it, you'll have a logically justified point system in which you can use to make better decisions. Is that pretty cool? So give that one a shot. Now, let's go on to the final strategy, the third strategy, which is to flip a coin. Now, you may be thinking, Tim, that was so great until you said that. Flip a coin? I want you to try this out. I don't have a coin with me right now, but I've got a flip chart, whiteboard, marker or eraser, whatever you call these. But imagine this for a moment. Imagine this was a coin, and I want you to think of the two decisions you want to make. So if you don't have two, if you have many, try to just find screen, just pick the top two. Okay, so that could be stay in your job, quit your job. So I want you to basically put a decision onto either heads or tails. Okay, so quit your job could be heads, stay in your job could be tails. And then what I want you to do is whatever you're going to flip, you've got to take action on. So imagine for a moment we was to do this in real time. Think of that decision, the first decision that you're looking to take action on. And imagine this was heads, okay? So put it onto heads, that first decision. Now think about that second decision and put that as tails. Now, are you willing to play along with me? Because what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip this for you, and whatever this comes out on, I want you to take action on it. Yeah, seems crazy now, right? You're probably thinking, I wish I didn't click on this video. Okay, so this is heads, this is tails. This is your first decision, this is the second decision. Are you ready for this? Your future is on the line. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here we go. Second decision. How do you feel right now? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a feeling of abundance? Is it a feeling of scarcity? What's the general feeling? Do you wish it would have been different, or would you rather keep it? One of the things I want to share with you inside is, sometimes people don't understand that deep inside, you've got the inner knowing. Your intuition, your heart knows what it truly wants. It's amazing how sometimes our head gets in the way when we're emotionally charged, when we think about the fear, the worst case consequences based upon our past, whatever it may be. It's amazing how our head can talk ourselves out of it. I want you to realize that when you begin to trust in that deep inner knowing, you'll be amazed how just things begin to fall into place. And this is something that I do talk about in my book. And this is why it's actually titled Follow Your Heart, Take Action. Although it seems very woo-woo in regards to the title, it is logically backed with science in regards to what I reveal in here. And this book is more about the habits you've got to build up in terms of how can you create that lasting change in your life and be able to reinvent yourself so you can create the life and live the life you're truly born to live. And so the biggest takeaway I want you to take away from today's video Insider is firstly, yes, logically back it. The first step I revealed was deadline. The second was in regards to the point system, the value alignment and so forth. The third though, I want you to realize that sometimes we already know what it is that we want to do, but we talk ourselves out of it. But it's up to you to decide what's the best decision. So I'm going to leave you to it Insider. Just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, if you want to get involved with this launch that we'll be doing for Follow Your Heart, Take Action, be sure to follow the link above or go directly to Enquiries, which is www.successinsider.tv/book. Thank you so much for tuning in Insider. Really, really appreciate every single one of you on board our Success Insider community. And like this video, if you like this video, comment below in regards to your biggest takeaway. What was your takeaway on this maybe? Whatever it may be, just let me know in the comments box below and I'll reply back to you. And also be sure to share this video with your friend or loved one who's got to hear this message, as life is all about paying it forwards. And as always Insider, follow your heart my friend and take action and go live the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Make the right decision. You know what to do now. I'll see you very soon. Take care.